Hey, my magicals. I hope you're all good. Okay, so I'm hoping the lighting is okay here. I'm really struggling with lighting today because we've got an overcast day and it's just a weird time of day for me to do this, but I need to do this now so I can get it out on time. Right, as promised, guys, this is the full moon reading for the 12th. We have a full moon in Libra. I just want to say that as the full moon peaks and exactly an hour later, Venus goes direct after being in retrograde for a fair amount of time. Okay, so a big day energetically. There's quite a lot happening. We're going to go through everything now, we've got quite a few card sets out again. Spirit have obviously got a few messages for us, but please just bear with me around the lighting situation because it seems like when I put lights on and things like that, it actually makes it more glary for you guys. So I'm doing the best I can here. Okay, the other thing I want to say to you here is that coming in now, getting ready to do this, I had this image of chains being broken. Okay, I feel like the words I was given was expansion, release, and compassion, but there feels like there are massive cycles ending on this full moon, guys. Seriously, big karmic cycles. Now, I have to confess. Um, just before I came into well, not just before, about an hour or so ago, I was sitting in ceremony. I'd done a meditation. I was integrating my divine masculine and divine feminine, and I then called in my bone collector to assist me in collecting pieces of myself that I needed. I connected in with my ancestors, my witchy ancestors that could assist me in bringing back the parts of my magic that I'd forgotten, etc., etc. You kind of get the gist of it. There was a very strong energy around that particular meditation and ceremony today. Um, and the wind was really quite strong at that period of time. It was howling quite loudly, and I was told to listen to the wind. Listen to what the wind is trying to tell you. Now, I need to say this because I'm a big fan of this. I love the wind. I'm very fond of wind. And very often, like today, I will go and do it. There's still a bit of a breeze. I go and stand with my arms out and I ask the wind to take everything that no longer serves me. Any energy that it can carry from me, to please do that. So maybe that's something you need to hear today, guys. If someone's open to doing that, it's a beautiful way. Just like water washes away energy, the wind can carry energy as well. But the energy of the wind, we're carrying messages of things like there is change coming, there is a purge in process, patience is required, but there is definitely an action of moving. Okay, so they might have felt like there's been a lot of stagnation lately, but there's definitely an energy of moving forward. Okay, again, how we choose to do that is going to be down to how how we perceive what's going down in our lives. Okay, let's be very clear on that. So that's kind of where we at with that. Okay. Mm, Sorry, again, my throat's playing up. So today, what we're going to do is we're going to go through this new moon, this full moon. Sorry, that's kind of the energy of it, though. That's exactly it. It feels like this is a fresh beginnings kind of thing, and normally we feel that with the new moon where we plant our seeds, but it very much feels like this full moon on the 12th is going to afford us the opportunity of fresh beginnings. Okay, very strong energy around that. So the things that we're focusing on are our relationships, our partnerships. Balance is important because it's in Libra, guys. Libra is all about balance. Assessing and potentially shedding old patterns to embrace more authenticity. I said a little while ago in either one of the readings or one of the energy updates, we are going into a phase now where our authenticity is key. Okay, so it's all about us coming to our true selves. Emotional clarity at the moment. Showing up to show us where we need to make changes, letting go of the past, embracing transformation, and also taking a pause. So in all of this, not just going do. So I kind of feel like that's where the compassion comes in. The expansion, we need to be prepared for expansion. In order to do that, we need to release. But by the same token, I think that we need to show ourselves compassion and understanding and empathy. Okay, and maybe others around us as well. Very, very clear energy around that. And then it says here, I've written down some notes here. Balance. Okay, this is a big one. I think I actually said this in one of the readings where I think it was the mother wounding reading, actually, I could be wrong. That energy of pouring from an empty cup, you need to balance. This full moon is going to bring to light the areas of your life where you're pouring from an empty cup and where people are not reciprocating. Um, it's very important that you understand that during this full moon. It's going to be a like hot topic in this full moon, as it were, really trying to show us where we need to be taking care of ourselves instead of just taking care of everybody else. Okay, so we're going to start just asking for some divine feminine energy. We do this simply because the moon is a feminine energy, right? So we are focusing on that at the moment. Gosh, not even a joke. Look at this. Kalima for liberation. And then on this side of the deck, you've got Aster, which is Easter. By the way, the Germanic goddess Aster is a thing for Easter. I'm really struggling with this lighting today. I'm really hoping you can see these cards. It doesn't help that these are very... I'm just moving the camera a bit. This is new beginnings. Exactly what I said to you. So funny. It's exactly what I said. The chains, breaking free of old karmic patterns, old karmic contracts, making sure we're clearing them all out. Okay. So let's see. Which divine feminine energy would like to step forward for this reading, please? Sorry, just give me a second, guys. Which divine feminine energy? Okay, that's too many. I have to be honest. I actually joked with a friend of mine, Shazzy, today when I sent her a message. I said, feels like the winds of change, and there's a lots of chatter in the spirit world. So it makes complete sense to me that like 12 cards want to come out. There's a lot of energetic chatter in the spirit world at the moment, guys. This is a big time for really rewriting stories here. Okay, let's have a look. Now they're going to be like, you bitched and moaned. Now we're not going to actually give you card. Come on, guys, please, just one card. Which divine feminine is second forward? Reverence. I'm hearing one more. Again, really? Okay, right. Okay. Just give me a second here. I'm just trying to see which order they want them in. Okay. They're saying start here. Okay. Right. What did I say to you about breathing and taking a pause? Aeronaut, time. Okay. So the one thing that's being pushed aside at the moment is the concept of time and the illusion of time, right? They're saying be patient, take your time. There is no rush to this. Really contemplate what you're needing to do, where you're needing to release. Although, let me explain this to you. They're saying to me, although we need to take heed of it now around the full moon, you have time to bring it into fruition. This is not something that needs to be rushed in any which way, shape, or form. That's so bizarre. This, I've just seen that there are two paths. I don't know if anyone saw it on camera. I don't know if you'll be able to. No, you can't see it on camera. It's too low. But the incense just splits into two different forms and then pulled itself, and it's just done it again. Two different streaks of I don't know if you're not going to really be able to see it if I lift the camera, but it's like splitting into two different pieces, then coming back together. I feel like there's a reunification. That's very. I've never seen my incense burn like that before, where it's like two pieces coming back together. It's very cool. Okay, stillness, pause, guys. Pause, reflection. Okay, this is about meditation, about spending time in the quiet. Right? It's about taking the time to really ponder, making time to do things with your guides, with your teams, with your ancestors, like I did today. I do want to say that I will be releasing a video tomorrow on the healing channel. So if you aren't subscribed, please subscribe. There's something very exciting coming in the next couple of days. Well, I'm actually releasing it tomorrow, and it'll be for next week, Thursday. But it's going to be a very powerful little, what should we call it? meeting of sorts. But have communion with your team, right? Branwen, forgiveness. This goes to compassion. Who do you need to forgive? What do you need to let go of from the past? What do you need to turn to turn your back on, and walk away from? Very, very, very important. Forgiveness of self, guys. You cannot not forgive yourself around this time. Now, this is interesting. We've got two cards of wisdom. We've got Metis, and then we've got Sophia, wisdom and divine wisdom. Okay, the divine wisdom is going to come to you by tuning into time, like I've just said, with your guides, with your ancestors, all of that kind of energy. What I also want to say to you is that this is about time. 11, 8. It's interesting. This is very, very interesting. This is a number. This comes down to 8, which is about self, right? It's karma and all of that, but it is about the number 8 is about self. This is an 11, Sophia is an 11, and that is the mastery of self. Okay, so this is taking the knowledge that you have and turning it into wisdom. Wisdom is knowledge in action. I say this to you. There is a lot of energy around this. Two cards of wisdom coming out saying, take your time, be smart, don't rush things, okay? Apply what knowledge you have and then move forward. And the last one is the white buffalo calf woman, reverence. Okay? This is about respecting spaces, respecting yourself, respecting the ending of cycles. Reverence is about respect for something or someone. I'm hearing very clearly a lot of respect needs to be given to yourself for what you have been through, the journey that you have just come through, right? But I'm also hearing that there is a need to respect the ending of cycles, especially if there are not cycles that you are wanting to actually let go of. There is a sacred reverence that needs to be had around this time. Okay, so quite a few of them stepping forward. It's so funny though, because I've had all of this. I've had all of these divine feminines coming through, wanting to engage with me, and I actually watched something on YouTube and I saw a channel that I'd never seen before come up. And it was also a woman saying Mother Mary had been around her so much and that she was like, and the messages were like, I think this came up last night on my thing. The messages were very similar. It's quite interesting. It was quite interesting to see that a lot of the light workers are starting to get downloads and getting messages from the divine feminine energies because, again, the patriarchal system is falling. It's not working anymore. We're seeing that. The rise of the divine feminine is happening. And so they are stepping forward to offer their support at this time. I thought it was very interesting when that came up. Okay, let's have a look. Lady of the Lake. There we go. Another strong divine feminine energy. Okay, so this is the Mists of Avalon Oracle. And the first we've got is the Chalice Well. Mother Earth Flow, Creative Force, and Sanctuary. It's the number 4. So, like, for me, when we talk about sanctuary, it is that stillness. It's going into that time and space with spirit and actually really connecting in with spirit, finding out what needs to be sorted out. Again, guys, for some reason, this full moon is carrying a lot of weight. I don't know whether it's because, and it's just an energetic feel. I think it's probably because it's back ending, well, what would they call it? Book-ending the eclipse season. It's book ending all of these retrogrades with Mercury and Venus. There's a lot going on. Okay, please make sure that you understand that and that you understand that in order for us to move forward, we need to connect in with Mother Earth. Creative force. This is all about creating not only creative projects, but also the life that we want. In order to do that, we need to let go of stuff so that the flow of abundance can come to us. Then you've got the Holy Grail. Wisdom again, guys. Again. Spirit, life force, regeneration. What did I say to you about new beginnings? Okay. This is vitally important. Vitally important for us to pay attention to these messages. This is the general energy. This is what I've asked for, the general energy. Connecting in with spirits. right? Listen to the messages. Be smart enough, have the wisdom to take the messages and use them to engage with them for your highest good. One of my favorite cards. Number 17, the Lady of the Lake, the Goddess, Otherworld, self-knowledge and mystery. Now, I mean, again, completely relating to this. This is all about us. You can only learn yourself in the quiet. You cannot learn yourself in noise. You're not going to allow yourself that space to go into the dark corners of your soul that you need to go into to make peace with all of you. You just can't do it. And so this is saying that's very much important now, the self-knowledge, because that knowledge then becomes wisdom. Other worlds and the goddess. Again, what did I say to you? The divine feminine is showing up for us so strongly at the moment. It's not even funny. It is hugely strong energy. Hugely strong energy. So make sure that you are tapping into not only the collective divine feminine energy, but your divine feminine energy as well. I'm fascinated. This just keeps on splitting. It's the most bizarre thing I've ever seen. Okay, right. So let's see. What do we need to pay attention to with this full moon, please? What are we needing to pay attention to? Obviously, as always, I have shuffled all the cards. Just going to give me another quick one. Spirit, what are we needing to pay attention to, please? What are we needing to pay attention to? Oh. Oh my God, that is incredible. I cannot. I've never had this in a reading before. I've never had this in a reading before. This is unbelievable. I just want to say that the bottom of the deck is the Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords speaks to truth, right? It does speak to new beginnings, but they're authentic new beginnings and speaks to truth. I said to you, you have to be clear with yourself. You have to be honest with yourself, okay? We got this in the last reading that I did. Strength in reverse. So what are you paying attention to? The things that you are needing to comfort zones that you need to step out of, that you're not wanting to step out of, places where you are creating resistance. Where in your self-worth do you feel like you are not strong enough or good enough or brave enough to do what you need to do? This is very much the energy that needs to come through. Strength can also speak to forgiveness, guys. Seriously, we had forgiveness come up with Branwen in the Goddess cards. Where are you needing to forgive yourself, others? Where are you needing to show compassion to yourself and others? Okay, it's hugely important that you focus on these kinds of energies. This is one of the cards that have come up. Where are you not showing up for yourself in courageous ways? Okay, where are you not having leaps of faith? Where are you not trusting in the divine? I can't. I've never honestly had this in a reading where all three of these cards have come out at the same time. You've got here the Ten of Wands, the Ten of Cups, and the Ten of Pentacles. I'm absolutely speechless. I've genuinely never had this in a reading. What are you having to focus on, guys? Letting go. The nice thing about this, I heard a reader say this about this card, and this is such a beautiful way to explain this. Here, this is it, right? This card is, as much as it's a Ten of Wands and it talks about burdens and overwhelming yourself and being overwhelmed and all of that. There is no 11 of Wands. This is the end of it. This is focusing on letting go of everything that has burdened you and making sure that you are doing it authentically and properly. Really cleaning the slate with this. Important that you're clearing the slate with this, right? That you're actually putting in the work to clear the slate. You also do need to focus on your Ten of Cups and your Ten of Pentacles. What is going to make you happy? What is going to make your cup overflow? What does stability and financial freedom look like to you? What is it that you are needing to do? What are you needing to let go of? Where are you needing to be brave, right? In order to achieve your two ten. I mean, these are two of the best cards in the whole tarot. Let's be honest. Where are you needing to be brave, and what are you needing to let go of in order to achieve this? Because surely this is going to be worth the reward, right? So there's a strong energy of this. It's expansion. These two cards here scream expansion. Complete and utter emotional fulfillment, long-term financial and soul stability, creating a legacy. But more than that, this also speaks to expansion. No longer being tied to what burdened you and what held you back. I'm absolutely floored. And all three of them are endings, the tens. Okay. After the 10, we go to 1, new beginnings, right? So it's the epitome of the energy there. I can't believe that. That's one up for the books. So that's what you're needing to be focusing on at this point in time, right? Okay. What is this full moon bringing in for us, please? What is this full moon bringing in for us? Oh gosh. So I just heard one more card. So I'm just waiting for the card. Go. Oh, you gotta love this. You seriously gotta love this. You can't even make this up. Okay, so what is it bringing in? The opportunity for clarity. I said to you emotional clarity, mental clarity, right? But also 6 of Cups talks to me about emotional clarity. 6 of Cups talks about past stuff. It can mean memories. It can mean past connections. It could be that you get clarification on relationships that needed to end and why they needed to end and the learnings and the growings that you needed to take from them. It could talk about your childhood. This could talk about clarity around issues around your childhood and the healing that needs to happen around that. It is hugely important that you are taking this time to do the meditations and to be still, guys. Honestly, there are a couple of readers that I watch that I really, really enjoy, and there is a lot of energy at the moment about going inwards and doing the meditations, doing the work. Okay, vitally, vitally important that this is happening at this point in time. So it's bringing to us the opportunity to almost, I'm hearing the words, right the wrongs of the past and to move forward without the excess baggage. Okay, and then you've got the King of Cups and you've got the Four of Wands. Now, this could actually be a relationship. Remember, I said to you that Libra moons talk about relationships. So this could actually be the perfect partner coming and offering you marriage, stability, long-term relationship. Because what is the Four of Wands? It's about stability. It's about happiness. It's about home. It's technically also speaks to like long-term relationships, stability and long-term relationships. The King of Cups arrives and although he's highly emotionally intelligent, he doesn't wear his heart on his sleeve all of the time, but he acts from a place of compassion. He acts from a place of understanding balance in his life. In fact, he's holding something in his hand here. It looks like a shell with a flower in it, but it almost gives the vibes over here. It almost gives the vibe of like a scale. It's like sitting on a thing. It looks like a scale. But he's also got the Grail. He's got the Holy Grail. We got the Holy Grail over here, right? Life force, wisdom, all of that. So he does not, although he is emotionally intelligent, he does not make decisions just based on emotion, okay? He makes the decisions based on the wisdom he has gained over time. The Four of Wands is a beautiful card to end. You've got all of these amazing cards here talking about stability and basically happiness, love, if you want love, whatever it is that you're looking for, commitment, right? They're all here for the taking. Are you going to activate the elements of your life that you need to get there? That's the question. This is what we are needing to focus on here. This is what the full moon is bringing to the table for us if we are willing to do the work. I really like that. It could also mean that there's a relationship that you thought wasn't going anywhere that comes back and actually gives you everything that you needed, mostly because you've healed, they've healed. There is alignment in terms of emotional intelligence and healing around the connection. Maybe the connection was made for you to connect as souls and to activate each other's healings. That'll be particularly pertinent for those who are twin flame situations. but it's that kind of energy that there could just be a relationship that you thought was dead in the water and actually comes back around again, but the person comes around different and you see things differently, and things go differently because you've both healed to some extent. Okay, also getting that message. Okay, then I want to ask of Spirit, as it stands, what is the potential outcome of this full moon, please? What is this potential outcome with all the changes and the shifts? What is the potential outcome, please? Gosh. Moon. I can tell you 2 major arcana just flipped out, so... Okay, Queen of Swords. Bottom of the deck, right? This is not... Although she's sitting there with her sword raised, she is open to conversation. I feel like this is about you being more discerning about where you place your energy, where you place your time, when people approach you with offers or requests or possibilities for relationships. It's not about you being closed off. It's just about you using the wisdom that you have gained and being more discerning in your choices, is what I'm being told. Okay, so let's put that there. Right, so we've got the Emperor and the Moon. The emperor in a non-toxic space is very strategic, knows what he wants, goes for it. He's a doer, right? Aries energy, which we're in now, guys. We're still in Aries at the moment. This is very much that kind of energy. With the moon, I'm feeling very much the energy of you are moving past any fears or anything that has restricted you. Remember, we spoke about the strength card. Okay, so this is saying that as it stands now, the collective is ready to make the changes and to be brave, to do the work that they need to do, right? But this again is not a rushed energy. The emperor in its reverse state, in its toxic state, will rush in and be careless and not think things through. This is not this emperor. Okay, he's sitting there knowing with a backup plan. I feel like this moon, because the moon has come up, it's going to shed light on things that need to be actioned, but it's also going to give us the opportunity to move past our fears and into the spaces we need to in order to get what we want. Because straight after that, we've got 3 cards here that tell me that this is about us moving forward in a way that serves us, right? That is for our highest good. The 7 of Pentacles, the 7 of Swords, and the High Priestess. This is saying to me that you need the patience to put in the effort. Don't just rush it because you feel like your efforts have not been rewarded. The 7 of Swords is, in this context, very much for me is about doing things your own way, being your authentic way, setting your own path, doing what you need to do, and using your intuition to do it. Okay, so Spirit is saying, as a collective, we are seeing you move past past all of these obstacles and things in a very positive way. We see you taking the courage. We see you moving forward. We see you doing things in ways that work for you. We see you understanding that things may take time and having the intuition to work with your wisdom. I'm going back to this wisdom because there's a lot of it in this reading, right? To make the decisions you need to make in order to go forward. Guys, I keep on saying go forward because Spirit keeps on using those words. They keep on using the words go forward. So this is saying to us that we are needing to actively use the momentum of moments and move forward, right? That we've got to go with the momentum of things and move in order to break free and to expand. Momentum is needed. Action is needed. Forward movement is needed. Okay. We can't be stuck in spaces of fear at this point. Okay, what is the advice for the collective, please? What is the advice for the collective, please? What is the advice for the collective, please? I'm saying one more. It's a lot of advice, but anyway, we'll go with it. cannot make this up. Right. Okay, hold on, guys. Sorry, just give me a second here. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, right. So, I said to you about connecting in with your ancestors and spending time. Your first card out, ancestral messages. I don't know if you can see this. I'm hoping you can. Such a beautiful card. Connection, belonging, ask for help. Okay, what we started with. That's exactly what we started with. Ask for help. Singing stones. Singing automatically leads us to our throat chakra. Our throat chakra is about authenticity, being our true selves, speaking our truth, etc., etc. Transmit your vibration, use your voice. So whether that is to set your boundaries, go for what you want, speak up in words of courage and bravery, speak up, setting your path, okay? Stone goddess, unwavering love and support, maternal line. What did I say to you about all of these feminine energies standing there? You are supported at this time, guys, especially on moon stuff because it is the feminine energy. The sun is the masculine yang energy and the moon is the feminine energy. Invoke the divine feminine to assist you how you need them to, guys. Powerful, powerful energy there. Hidden treasure, you're on the right track, gift revealed. Okay, going within, releasing what I said to you. You cannot receive if you're holding on to the past. Be in the flow of what is coming to you. Okay? With the Seven of Swords, what did I say about doing things your own way? Pave your own way. Leadership, courage. Again, don't be scared. Forge, don't follow. Okay? There. And finally, we have obstacle. Find another road, flexibility, and change. Guys, we always have to be flexible. I think I actually said something about it. If we're going to be steadfast in how we feel, we are not going to move forward. Change requires flexibility in every possible way. Okay, so that's it. I do want to just quickly, I was asked to please just give a message from Avalon. So I'm just going to quickly draw some messages from Avalon, please, Spirit. Oh God. Oh God. I've got to take all. I'm really not joking. This is crazy power and crazy energy at the moment. First card out. Live your own authentic life with courage. Be true to yourself. Renew your focus. Can't make this up. Reconnect to Mother Nature's world of plenty and you shall receive a myriad of miracles. Okay? Grounding, guys. Grounding. Have faith in yourself. What did I say to you about courage? And in higher powers, connecting in with your teams. They lead you in dark times, even when you feel you've lost guidance. And oh my God, look at that. Look at this. It's the matching card to the Lady of the Lake. How's that? Spirit saying I'm not touching. What are these ones? Oh, look, that's the Mist of Avalon. And then that's just the bunny. The white rabbit, the white bunny, I think, or something like that. Okay. Let's see. What's the next one? Stone. The stone with an owl. Wisdom, again. Moon, stone, owl. Seriously. Never be afraid to voice your truth, as truth comes from a deep place within your soul. Okay? Let your love overflow. At the end of your life, you will be asked, how deeply did you love? Okay, but remember, we do that discerningly. And that's Guinevere. Okay? I think that's Aranod. I think that's Aranod. Just give me a second here. 1 second, please, guys. I just want to see if one of these cards aligns here, because I'm sure that's Aranod, and we've had Aranod. There we go. Not a word of a lie. I had a feeling. The first card out was Aranod. There, time. This card that's come out, the last one, that's the image there, and I'm sure I recognized it. It is actually the other card of Aranod. Okay, so she's coming back again. This one says karma, autonomy, life direction, and fate. And what did I say to you? I felt like we were closing out cycles here. There was a karmic energy to this, right? So this little one says, access your deep feminine intuition and allow new possibilities to flow. Guys, I hope that you've enjoyed this reading, because gosh, I do feel, I know that it feels like there's a lot of repetition in the messages at the moment. I can't change that, guys. I don't control the messages and I can't change that. It's the universe saying, I'm telling you now, I'm telling you now, I'm telling you now. This is like that, the next train will arrive in 5 minutes, right? In the underground, the next train will arrive in 5 minutes. What we don't want to be at, if we've done the work, is we don't want to be hearing, mind the gap. And we are not there. We are not ready on the platform, ready to leave. Okay? I think that's kind of what they're trying to say here. So I'm sending you guys lots of love. As always, check out on the healing channel tomorrow. There's something, I'm launching something very exciting. It's a once-off, one-night only thing. Very, very exciting. I'm very excited to do this. A little bit nervous. Huge comfort zone for me, but we'll go with it. And then in the next couple of days, I will also be doing the channeling with Ishal. I will definitely sit down with her. So sending you guys lots of love, and I will chat to you soon. Big loves, guys.